frequency distribution table is a way of recording the data we have collected. It has a number of columns. The main information is just the score and how many there are. So our first column is called the score.
What?
And our second column is called the frequency. Now sometimes they want to add a column in the middle, which is your tally. Firstly, I'm not a fan of the tally column.
Well, it's not going in.
I prefer just to go to frequency. So do you remember when in primary school you used to do tallies, you did a line for each thing? That's the tally column. I really think that we're a little bit over that. But let's see how we can create this. I'm going to give you a set of data on the side here, and we're going to put the data into the table. So we're going to have a set of numbers here. 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5.
Where do you get those snapbacks? Actually, it's a limited edition. Or is it lost?
Okay. Right. This is my set of data. So I've got 15 scores here. Right. We're going to put this information here. So the first score is all the different. First column is all the different scores. So I can see my smallest score is a 1, and my highest is a 5. So just write the numbers 1 to 5 down here.
Oh, what about this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this?
Yes. So when I do the tally, the idea is that I do a dash every time I have one of those numbers. So I start with a dash for the 5, then the 3, then the 2. Next one, I have a 4, a 1, and a 3. 4, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, and 4, 1, 3. 4, 1, 3. Alright, just so we can learn one more thing, I'm going to add a few more scores. So I'm going to add a 3, a 3, and
An 8.
okay, so we have 3 and 3 and 4. I'm going to add those in. The reason I wanted to add more 3s is what happens when you've got 4 of them. What's the next thing I do?
Tally.
I do a line to it saying that's 5. Yes. 1 more 3 now means I start a new set, sandwich. So I start the new set and then I've got a 4 count.
Oh, that's the.
So if you have more than 5, you start a new set of tallies. The frequency is how often something happened, and so that's when we just turn the tally into a number. So a tally of 2 gives me a frequency of 2, 3, 6,
So why
4,
what's the point of the tally?
and 3. So I'm all for skipping the tally column and just going through and counting. How many ones have I got? 1, 2. So I often don't bother with the tally column. I find them annoying. I just wanted to show you what they are in case you're ever asked to draw one. I'm not going to ask you to draw one because I just find them painful. So I'm just going to ask you to go straight to the frequency column, not adding in the tally column. Now, right. Once you have that information, I can now go ahead and find all my usual stuff. There's too much chatting. Bryce, focus. So what are the 4 things I could find? Remember what they are? What's the 4 different things we find about the data? We found the 2 in the quiz already. What are the 2 things we found in the quiz?
Median and
We
range.
found the median and the range.
Yes, we have.
The average.
What else do we find?
The mean.
The mean.
And we can also
And there's
find
one more.
the one that I'm checking right now.
Yeah.
What's the one we're missing?
Mode.
Mode.
What is the mode?
Alright, let's find each of these things. Median is my middle score. Now there's a lot of scores there. How many scores have I got?
8, 5, 6.
18. 18.
Oh, I thought you meant row.
So there's 18 altogether. I'm supposed to write them all in order and find, will there be 1 or 2 in the middle this time? Bryce?
2.
If I've got 18 scores, will there be 1 or 2 in the middle?
1.
2.
No, 2.
Because there's an even number of scores. Okay? So the 9th and the 10th score are going to be my middle 2. Is there a way, can you think of a way to find the ninth and the 10th score without writing them all out in order.
You look at the tally.
Having a look at this somehow.
Oh.
Yeah? Looking at the tally. Do you
I
reckon
don't
you
even
could
get what you
find the ninth? So I could write these out in order. So there's a 1, and then there's a 1, and then there's a 2, and then there's
Yeah,
a 2.
you look at the
So I
tally.
could do that, or could I look at this somehow?
Yeah,
Could
you
you
look at
figure
the
out
tally.
what the 9th and the 10th
There's
score would have to
three.
be?
There's 3.
So if I look at these tallies, can you see my first one's a 1, my second one's a 1, third, fourth, fifth? Does that make sense? Mason? Do you understand what I'm saying? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th and 10th. So my 9th and my 10th scores would both be 3s. So that saves me having to write all 18 scores out in order because it's kind of all in this table. Can you see how I found the 9th and the 10th score were both 3s? So my median would be 3. Okay? What's range?
Range is the highest, minus the lowest.
Highest score minus the lowest score. Well
Which is
done.
4.
What's the highest score?
5.
Lowest score?
4.
1. So 5 minus 1, which is 4.
18.
Okay, my mean.
2.
Now, to work out the mean, I'm going to have to add up all 18 scores. And I'm going to divide by 18. Is there a quicker way
Yes.
to add up all 18 scores?
Absolutely not.
We did this when we did the dot plot. Do you remember what we did? So instead of doing 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, remember when we looked at dot plots, we looked at each column when we worked out what the total there would be? We can do the same here with the rows. So of the 1s, there's 2 of them. That's going to give me a total of 2. In the next row, how many 2s did I have?
This is 3.16.
Just wait. How many 2s did I have? Look at the tally. How many have I got? 3 of them. So I know if I have 3 2s, what's that going to be? 6. So I'm going to do 2 plus 6. How many 3s have I got?
6.
6 of them. So if I added all the 3s up,
18.
that's 18.
16.
4s, there's 4 of them, which is 16. You've got
15.
have it. And then 15.
18.
So if I add all of that up, what do I get? Someone with a calculator?
57.
It's 3.6. Oh, no, it's 58.
58.
57, no, 57.
And then what am I going to divide by?
18.
18.
3.16 repeater.
So let's just do one decimal place.
3.2, yeah.
Year 8. It's not time for a conversation. Does everyone understand this
Is the
shortcut that I
mode the
did there?
most common one?
Yes, I got it.
Because there were 18 different scores.
Is the mode the most common?
Because remember, we add them all up and we divide by how many there are. So this is just a shortcut rather than adding all 18 numbers. Make sense? Alright, the
It's
mode.
the most common one, isn't it?
Bryce and Nick, it's not time for doing that right now. Stop. Okay, who remembers what mode is? Sam remembers? Anyone else?
No.
Mode is the highest.
No, that was the range, highest minus lowest.
Wait, mode.
No, that was median.
The most common score.
Most common score. The mode is the
3.
most common score, which is easier as the 3. Alright, your turn to do one. That's the end of frequency distribution tables.
Okay, so the lesson's over.
No, there's 3